Hello. Okay. Listing show. What I do nowadays. It's Monday, March something 14th. Like normal, $500. Gonna try and do the show. Gonna add my banner here. Whoop. Hey Don, thank you for coming in. So, let's see. We're at. I've done 69 items this month for a total of 3,225 gross. At the end of the show, according to my goals, I should be at 4,000, but we're not going to make that. And as always, I just like to show, starting from eBay, and sales have been okay. They're getting up there. I had a great sale today. I sold a pan, I think for $6.50 American. So that's good. I'll be shipping that out. I won't do it tonight. I had to pack like 14 items today, and I'm kind of done packing. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to start with, let's just check my drafts here. Okay, I don't have it, so that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually a relist. Now, this one I'm not going to count towards my daily goal because I took out a bunch of listings to do this one. And what this is guess what this is. It's a whole bunch of tapes. And I had 3, I think, listings of tapes and some tapes in my lots. And they weren't selling. And so what I've been doing is trying to get my lot values where I can, up to 40 or 50 American plus shipping. And this one here, I made a cheat sheet. I'm hoping to get $50 for this lot. And if I didn't have enough to make $50, then I might just store the stuff until I eventually make enough to make 50, if that makes sense. Just to stop some of my lower end sales and to lot up stuff when I think it's worth it. So it's not just tapes, it's for anything. So we'll start with that. And these are all the same type. Like I said, I'm not going to count this one just because I did take off listings for this. Maxwell. These aren't super valuable, but they're still worth selling. I wouldn't pick these up if I saw them just by themselves. Hey, Harry. How's it going? Yeah, I don't think it would make sense with paper stuff. Like, if you're going to make the lot, it has to kind of be related, and obviously these are highly related. And this is something I'm trying. Who knows? It might not work. But, should be willing to experiment a bit, I think. I don't know if you were in, Harry, but I had a nice sale today of a copper pot. Sold that for 650 American, so that's kind of nice. That was also one of the items I got a nasty email from someone saying, "You're asking how much?" Hopefully all will go well, though. I think that's my highest value sale. Okay, so these are actually 25. I think. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. Yeah, 25. Let's get rid of the word pack and new and sealed because we don't need that. Let's actually put this at the beginning. Lot of 5. And the box of the day is A32. So let's get rid of this one. Yeah. Bind. It's going to weigh a ton, so I'm just going to actually weigh it. Woo! It's heavy. Okay. The weight might be a bit of an issue. I thought of that actually, but I don't care. Just make sure it's all good. Buyer has to pay back. It's not a freaking auction. Good. Yeah, these are cassette tapes. There's some really, like, if you've ever seen metal ones, and they have to be, audio cassettes. They can't be MP3, because there's MP3 tapes that are metal that are not worth the same kind of money. And there we go. So now we're getting into listing and new stuff. I just wanted to get that one out of the way. So I picked up this creamer. I think it was $5.99 or maybe $6.99 or $4.99, something like that. Usually I keep it, but I forgot to. And there, Vilroy and Bosch. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And the reason I picked this up is it kind of looked neat. It looked a little nicer. And then when I saw the name, I recognized the name as potentially something to look up. Joined Biblio yesterday and was listing off and on all day today. Now I'm listing some more ads while you're on. What's Biblio? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Set tapes. Where am I? Oop. Okay, so this is conveniently could be still my Vilroy Bosch has a model number or pattern number, I should say. Not gonna make a fortune, but once in a while, and it's in great condition. It's being used though. It's good enough. Just chip away. Give me a little bit. Yeah, it's gonna need this next highest, so we're actually gonna ask $24.99. So it's definitely getting warmer here. I think today was a high of 4 or something, or 3 or something. Everything's melting. Everyone's hoping for all the garage sales to start up again. I am not a huge fan of garage sales. Now, I get it. It's the best place to buy things, and I have to do them. It's just, I hate the question of, well, how much do you want for this? And the answer, I don't know. What do you think? I hate that question. I get rid of the and sign because I'm never quite sure if that's going to create an error. Okay, we don't have any gilding. We'll have marks from use. Last week. Oh, see you later, Harry. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. What did I say? $24.99? Yeah. Last week was not a great week for thrifting for me. Hopefully this week will be a little better. That's it. I'm going to call this small, though. This is small. Sometimes just the sizes can be deceiving. Let's just, because we have time, I'm going to just check actives and just see. It's a lot of competition for this one. No. Okay, good enough. Let's ask a bit more since there's no competition, I should say. Pottery's okay. Doesn't sound super fast seller. And done. And whoop. Where was it? Okay, I asked you what Biblio was. It's a site for buying and selling books that isn't Amazon. Okay. Yeah, as you've seen, I do the manga, and I have sold books, but it's not a big part of my thing. Trying to whittle down my own collection of books. I don't source books to sell because there are so few that are worth it. It seems I have a couple thousand. I need the space. A couple thousand, yeah. Yeah, books. There's so many. It feels like a huge category to learn. I personally don't know anyone who does them. Well, except one person, and I don't know how well she does with them, but I think she also was a proofreader or publisher or something, and so she was kind of into it from that. Yeah, I need space for inventory. Yeah, I get that. And also hate the I don't know make me an also I hate the I don't know make me an offer scenario too. Like it's your sale, tell me. Yeah. What did I miss so much? You missed a picture. Not picture. Hey Shay. Rip open the bags, of course. Yeah, I worked at Chat for 8 years and used my employee discount way too often. Yes. Still like going to Chat as well. So I did pick up an auction lot this weekend of Tommy Pokemon. I think I paid $22. I also included a bunch of other stuff, a bunch of Digimon, which I know absolutely nothing about. So I'm hoping they're okay. So just extra. Sometimes you learn something when you pick up mixed lots. And that was an auction lot. I don't think I'm going to make a fortune off of it. They're pretty rough. What did I say, 30? Get that down before I forget. So Pokemon, and this is Tommy and lot. I already had the price I'm going to ask. And they're pretty light. Doesn't really matter. I want to make sure they're Tommies. They only got $25. Those are kind of weird. Those are not the ones I'm thinking of. I'll recognize them when I see them. There we go. Let's just use this. Oh, yeah, okay. I was a little confused. Because at first I thought about putting them in 2 separate lots, and then I thought there was not enough value there. Okay. Lot of 15. I'm going to figure it's toy lot. Lot twice, or all this crap. Actually, I'm going to write vintage here. That's not my best picture. What's it all to the side? McGraw. Where's the... My new camera, like the camera changed. And now it, like, for me, it's kind of on the side. It shows behind your options some more of the camera view. And I think that's screwing my centering up. Because I'm not sure, is it including all the features that are underneath the camera picture, or is it just up to the edge? Let's get rid of this. Used. Okay, these are really well played with. Played with, used can will have lots of marks, more paint, and signs of use. That's perfect. Did you go out today, Larry? I didn't go out today. Analysts. Kind of lost enthusiasm for a couple of days. It always terrifies me, especially with ADD. But it came back. Probably just doing too much. I try not to. Yeah, Digimon are awesome. Yeah, like I love little toys like this. Ooh, where'd they go? These are the ones. See, in here, in this bag here, it's a mix. So I'm not quite sure what everything is. Some of them might be Pokemon that weren't really listed very well. Oh, where is it? No, things like this. It's another one of those categories where like your knowledge can go pretty deep. But we're not doing those guys today. Kids are gross. They are gross. Yes. They chew on shit. They do. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Ooh, TI 56 calculator. Oh, wow. That sounds good. How much is that worth? Not all toys are gross. I don't clean anything. I just don't bother. Unless it's really bad. Okay, so I'm going to do this camera. It's a little dirty. Olympus Trip. This guy has an issue. He has a couple of issues. So if you ever see the little circle of whatever they are here, this is actually it's their version of detecting the levels of light. And if you look through the viewfinder, which none of you can see, and you push it halfway, there's a little red thing that's supposed to come up. And often these will die. This one's dead. The other issue with this one is when I take the photo, it does take a picture. Oh, there. It's so fast you can't even see it. The problem is the aperture doesn't work. So instead of just like trashing it, I'm gonna donate. I'm gonna not donate. I'm gonna list it for parts, and I'm not gonna ask for a lot because I just want rid of it to get my money back. Personally, when I pick up these things from thrift stores, I don't test them that often. Probably should. I don't know why that one's so much. I would say that's kind of an outlier. Okay, perfect. I'm surprised it goes for this much for the parts. I don't have the strap though. That's good. Mm-hmm. I've also been doing a lot of thinking, like I said, I've talked about this before, but of touching things once. So, for example, I went through all my tapes, or most of my tapes, and I pulled some listings and made lots of ones at the higher value. I have some other tapes I'm going to list too, because I was finding, because I don't like selling low value items. Okay, get rid of that. Parts, repair, like this, 4 parts at the beginning. You can put vintage camera. This is a trip one, yeah. Olympus, that's there. Parts. Okay. For some reason, I always like to type here. Parts only. Light meter doesn't work. Aperture doesn't seem to work, but will shutter will work. But shutter will fire. No other checking done. Like parts. I'm always amazed when these things go, but they do go. I think $29.99. I would be very happy. So these often, I've picked up these quite a few times, and they often have problems. Just the way it is. For some things, I've become quite fussy on the condition. I won't pick up things that are too dirty because, not that you can't clean them, it's just that often when things are dirty, I find it often is the case that there might be an issue with it. So my Star Trek Catan game I listened the other week sold, so I figured I better do another Catan. This is a special edition. I bought this a while ago. I finally checked parts. What confused me a little bit is that it's in German and in English. Well, that's a nice find. That's great. Love the baggy wall. Don't rip the goddamn bags. Yeah, well, see? Larry rips them and he finds lots of stuff. I just picked up that same camera last week. Make sure the setting is on A for the light meter to work. Oh, that is excellent. Thank you. I will check that. Aperture still doesn't work, but I will check that. I might have forgotten about that. cameras are like so much to forget on that stuff or learn. Oh, sorry. Hey, Chop Chop. Thank you. Have you been going outsourcing at all? Yeah. Yeah, Larry. Oh, well. It's better than just putting it somewhere forever. Oh, hey. Hey, Mike. Thank you for coming in. Okay, so next, like I said, this board game. Let's see if we can find it. Okay. Die. And one Catan. That's it. But mine's obviously not new. So let's just break this down a bit and get rid of the new ones. It's in great condition, though. Used. Hopefully it's worth something. Otherwise, I'm going to be really upset. I just wasted my time. Okay, there's no comps. We're going to check Terrapeak. Okay, so I'm going to check that new one, and I'm going to steal that word they used. If I can't pronounce it. And hopefully that will help. Okay, there it is. Because mine's English and French. Okay, we're doing this one. And we're going to come up with a totally random value for it. Ooh, no, 9. Oh my god. Killing me. I don't want Germany. Woo! In English too. You and I. Okay, we're going to do this and then I'm going to give up because I'm not going to spend hours on this. Just be nice to have this exact version. Okay. Reading this. That took way too long. Definitely not unpunched. colors, Japan, English, German. I have no idea what the rest of that means. Maybe it gives me a UPC code. Which wouldn't help me because there's no UPC code on that, believe it or not. Holy crap. Let's get rid of this. What I'll probably do is list it and then just check the dates after. What I'm trying to do for the listing show is less of the searching for stuff during the show, but it kind of also kind of shows the difficulty of listing, which is kind of what I wanted to show as well, especially to people who don't have experience. Might not have been used. But could have marks and side streams. Bloody price. I think go $99.99, and I'd be happy with that. Just get rid of it. If not, I'll be rapidly dropping it. This is heavier. You can just tell. Holy crap. Okay, there. I had a, I had an auction lot up for a duck, a carved duck. My first auction lot I've ever done. No one bid. So I was asking $100, so I just put it fixed price for $100, and I'll see how much action there is. At least it's up, and I'll keep dropping it. I don't have a lot of experience, obviously, with auctions, but it's better than just sitting there. I've been selling at the car boot, flea market, getting free stuff from Facebook to sell, and being listing clothes on eBay. I hate clothes. Yeah, I hate clothes too. I keep thinking of jeans, but I keep saying lots of things I don't do. I'd say about like some of the best sellers I know are the thrifters. Actually, all sell, either they have antique booths or they sell at a market. One of my friends actually sources for the markets too, and something I haven't really explored too much, but get more into it. So next, these are for HeroScape. I've already sold a similar lot to this with less, and it sold, and I shipped it off and all everything. So I'm just going to sell this because this has been in my debt pile for a couple of years, and I already figured out the price. Hey, Karen. Hope we're doing well. Yes, clothing. Apparently 1932 V8. Yes, cars. Vroom, vroom. It's all the specifics. Yes, I wouldn't. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, you are the lister that beats us all. Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about for clothing as well. Like, what's the size? What's the waist? What's the thing? It's like, I don't know. Just buy my stuff. Go away. Rid of all that. So I do have a draft, I know, for this. to cheat a little bit, and I already figured out the price I'm going to ask. Read bulky and heavy, my two favorite things. These are not the pictures. There we go. Tell me that's not my first picture. Okay. Two. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to increase the shipping. These parts I would not pick up again. I don't think they're worth it. Just for the castle pieces. Okay, so is that 60, 110, 210, 255? But hey, at least they're up. I cleared out a new bin because of them too, so that's even win-win. So I'm just going to quickly do my banner. One strange thing that happened to me last week is I used to play a ton of video games. And about 4 years ago, the same time as I started taking my ADHD drugs, I lost all interest in video games. And I was playing games since like Apple II days, like at 8 years old or 10 years old or whenever I was. And all of a sudden that has come back to me a little bit with playing games. I'm thinking it's because my mood's improving a bit as I've been doing this more and more. So I think it's a healthy sign, as long as I'm not using them to avoid things, which is my go-to for anything, is put head in sand. Is be my go-to way of dealing with crap. Just buy my stuff, go away is my mantra. I even have that in a whenever I get these all the time. I don't do best offer, but I get will you take this, and this? I already have a copy and paste somewhere. Well, I know, so like I'm ready all the time to say I don't do it. I lower prices over time, which is my just buy my stuff, go away response, really. Yeah, measuring, photographing. Yeah, I'm worried also about returns because of size differences, even if I've done everything right. Okay, next we're going to do the Schlagorg animals. I can't pronounce it. My German ancestors are not smiling down upon me. Oh, excellent, Don. Thank you. I'll write that when I do the next one. So this also fell into I want to lock them at a certain value. So roughly I was figuring out these are worth about $5 approximately. So what I'm going to do is list this lot. I got a bunch. And now I'll only pick them up if they're in really good condition. Yeah, that's right, Don. And I'm going to sell them for $40. So, a little cheat. Thankfully, we can figure out what the hell I'm doing. Yeah. So these are not cats. You can say lions. So you'll often. Will you get $12 each for each? Oh. Well, maybe I'm selling them too low. So I always charge shipping on top. So I'm not sure. Yes, tigers, lions, the same thing. Oh my god. Okay. Where is it? I know if there's rare ones. I understand that too. Nothing came out and hit me in the head about them. Oh, actually, I'm going to write down lot. And I'm also going to put down, we're going to go USA because the UK stuff is screwing me up a little bit. See, this one went well. And I have more. I have, I think, 8. And I'm going to ask a little less. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. I sell horses. Okay, horses are different. That sounded so sarcastic. It wasn't meant to be sarcastic. I meant just different in terms of values. Like, I have horses too, and I would not sell them for this amount. It's the lions I'm valuing at $5 each. It's not any animal. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. See, I can't even count. 9. So actually, I should be asking 44. Oh, screw it. I want these gone. They make room, but I will ask a bit more for shipping. Okay. I was also taking Two Dogs Digs suggestions and actually making this more of a square here. I was, I think, making them very long, and that wasn't working very well, so that's smart. Oh, and just because lion, get rid of all this crap. Lion, tiger. I think it's a leopard. I can't spell leopard. Oh, I spelled it right. Analyst. I noticed something at the bottom of the listing saying that we allow buyers to send you offers even though you don't have offers on. I do get that on occasion. It hasn't been enough to really annoy me. So, like I said, people are going to email you anyways. Okay. Shipping? I'm too cheap to eat shipping. Yeah, I try to charge the right amount for approximately the right amount, which can be hard, especially in Canada, because sometimes I use chit chats, and sometimes it'll be in like $8, and sometimes it'll be like $17, and it's the same thing. So trying to find the balance is a little hard. I think I'm asking 15 or 14 or something Canadian. I put Bo Peep from Toy Story with a lot of toy sheep. Look really good, sold very quickly. That's smart. That's smart. You're so mean. Yes, Sherry. Horses and lions are not the same thing. Kittens. I have no idea what that word means. Cheetah, yes. Leopard. I see them all. People email me offers, but I only give up to 30% off the asking price. Yeah, the funny thing is I don't care about selling that much, which sounds funny. I trusted my numbers over time, and I'm willing to wait. I hate negotiating. I know it's the worst trait ever for someone who does this sort of thing, but I really don't like it. Okay, so next we're gonna do the more of these Tommies. See, these ones had a little bit more value. I think they're worth about 10 each. And I didn't want to put them in that other lot, so I'm putting these in the sublot. And I'm actually going to write down their names. You're doing very well for not wanting to sell. Well, I'm doing okay. I'm not, I'm not complaining, but I'm not making a fortune here, right? Like, I try to share everything pretty well. So I think I'm making like 30 or 40,000 a year. I think something like that, And I was making more than 3 times that at my old job, but I'm happy here, and the other job was not happy. So that makes a big difference to me, especially at this point in my life, turning 50 this year. But I will have to go back, unfortunately, because I just needed another year about of work to qualify for the minimum pension, like pension with big penalties, and that would be good enough for me. So I really have to do it, but I'm dreading it. It's hard when you finally find something you enjoy, like at 50 or whenever I started this, 46. To go back, I don't know. Je ne sais pas. Okay, so I have the sublot. There we go. A lot of 4. Okay, so got 10, U, 2, hoot, and Pikachu. I just call him Surfer. Oh no! I don't need the word toy. These ones luckily are in slightly better condition. Let's get rid of this because they're not as bad as the other ones were. Um, 39. Good. And list. We'll see how these go. Maybe I'm asking a bit too much. What part of the city were you working in? Was it a long commute? Actually, no. It was near Conroy and Walkley, and I'm in Orleans. So and there's parking. But that building's gone because I was in government, and they let go of a lot of the building leases when the world ended. So that office is actually gone. So, and the thing is, I couldn't complain about my boss. He was my friend. My coworkers were great, got along with everyone. Pressures weren't high. I was a programmer, but the enthusiasm was dead. Like, I just didn't feel that I wanted to do that anymore. I did at one point because ADD actually works well with programming. The one thing about this, what I really like is you can see the results of your work. So, and you see that in terms of sales and money and all the great feedback you get. And in programming, I wasn't getting that. And I was working with some other programmers there, and you could see the enthusiasm they had to kind of like explore stuff, and I just didn't care. And at one point, that caring overwhelmed me so much, I just mentally couldn't deal with it, especially working from home. No, it was not good. Not good for me. Okay, let's deal with a difficult one. So, Sherry, this is a teapot. I hope that helps. And somewhere there, you're going to have to believe me, it's a Hammerly. Now, this one actually has damage. See how it's being reglued? I actually knew that when I picked it up. I think it was $8. I was also trying to teach myself a bit on what to pick up for pottery. Actually, I saw Larry when I picked this up because I picked up a Moorcroft at the same time. That's how long it took me to list this. And I still haven't listed the Moorcroft, so there you go. Was also a programmer in my previous life. Oh, yes. There's a few of us programmers doing this sort of thing. Poker was full of programmers. I never was close to ever doing that professionally, but I did play online a lot, and I was really into that. But then I got bored. And to be honest, people got too good. And don't get me wrong, I wasn't making a ton of money, but I was a positive winner online. I make a ton more doing this. Even casually, I was making a lot more doing this. So this is a Hammerly. Okay. So the patterns are really ooh. See, it's close, but not quite the same. Now, for $8, this is one of those things I was willing to take a chance on. But I am not qualified to say what to look for. I find with teacups I know a bit better, but this not so much. So let's take a look at this one here. And let's take a look at mine. We should get rid of that Carl there. So if you look at this one here, see the top bit there, and the spout has that bit of gold, and the handle at the back, and the feet. And you look at mine, it has, you can't see it because it's on the inside. Oh, see, there's the gold at the top here, and it has the same kind of top bit and the same thing on the feet. So I'm going to assume it's close to this one, except mine is damaged, which makes a huge difference. So let's go back to the search. So here's another one, very similar. And I know, like I said, the patterns can make all the difference in the world. So let's take a look. I'm taking a little bit of time with this one because I'm also interested to know if anyone else. Actually, this is it. Is this it? What a horrible picture. It's like you didn't even take a picture of the side. This is not it. This is not mine. That's a bad picture. Look at the prices, though. But look at this price, $25. So I don't know. But instead of holding on to this forever, I'm just going to list it. And which one's closest? I think this one's pretty good. And then they have a horrible picture. I've heard also that some people can re-glue the handle and do a proper job, but I'm never going to do that. This is also like one of those experiment pieces where I really want to learn the category. Too many pictures? No, it's good. Sometimes people, Craig, complains that they don't work the pictures because he's doing this. He's going too high, Craig. You're going too high. If you go low, it works. See? Low works. High doesn't work. I know Craig's going to see that. Maybe I'll send a little message with a timestamp. I think I will. Okay. Let's get rid of this. And this. And this. Handle re-glued. Let's get out of that. There's no details there. That's perfect. Used. Okay. So we'll start with my normal teapot one. And we'll alter that. Okay. First thing first, I love putting the damage at the beginning. So handle, be glued. Use condition, no chips. No chips. So I'm just going to say no chips because there's obviously a crack. And I always say this, we'll have wear to gilding and marks from use because why not? And I can pretend this thing's new. And I'm going to ask more for the shipping because it'll be paying to ship this. Is it re-glued a word? Or is it glued? Oh, whatever. Okay, now the price. This is going to be interesting. Let's check Terbeek. Because this one's about learning. See if they have. Oh, I guess it wouldn't. It's not for parts. Okay. So this person got a whole $4. I'm thinking 99 and be happy with it. And I hate saying this, but I didn't pay much for it. But I never like that excuse. Okay, let's just go with 99 or whatever. Okay. That one's a bit funny for the totals for the day because it's kind of, well, not real, but okay. Boop, boop, boop. Big head. Yeah, I recognized the name when I flipped it over, but I wouldn't say I know my teapots. I never see Hammerly for teacups. Yeah, I don't repair it. No, not going to happen. I prefer profits over projects. I try not to buy stuff that needs repair. Yep. I have some asterisks with that. Like sometimes the parts are worth good money, but yes, you're right. Should make us a pot of tea for tomorrow's show. I bet you have enough. Oh, I have so many teacups. I listed that on a really nice Ainsley, and I've got so many emails about that Ainsley. Okay, so I'm going to do one more item, and we'll be done. So I'm going to do a bunch of other tapes. So these are Fuji's. There's like 3 or 4 different types in here. These are worth nothing. And I'm holding on to them in hopes that one day they will be worth something, or I'm in denial. They are worth nothing. So I just took all my Fuji's except for 2 that were very unusual, or they might even be in here, I can't remember, and just list them. And I'm not going to ask a ton. And then we'll be done the show. So let's go back here. Fuji set. Well, they got a little bit of money. How about I not making a mistake? Sometimes when you research stuff, I find that it'll put you into a category, and so when you're still researching, you think you're researching everything, like on the whole site, and it's locked you into a category, which can be very dangerous. But I can look at the pictures here to see. There's only 3 of those, and then these 2 ones here. So I'm just going to Fuji. Set tapes. Lot. Don't need any of this. DR60, 90, DRII, DR dash I. Okay. Now, I did have a price. I was going to ask 30. Well, they got a lot. Oh, they got that? Oh, for 5. Yeah, I'm going to ask just a bit more. Last 49, and I can always drop the price. It's a bit. That's a lot more than I was going to ask. I was going to ask 30, but now I'm doubting myself. Get rid of that, just in case it doesn't apply to all the tapes. Edit all options. Get rid of this. Somewhere there's a number, quantity. There. Here, save. It's not good. I have to get rid of that. Okay. Done. And list. Okay, 50. So that's it. So I'm just going to update the banner. I'm going to add stuff that Don did. Okay, so that's 180, 230, 485. Almost got to the goal of the show. And, 125. And edits. So I did a little less this show, but that's mostly because I was talking about some of the things. These have been fun. I've been doing between 10 and about 15 per show for an hour. Another 60 or so. I'll add it to the next show. How about that, Don? I won't forget. I won't forget. So this show, I did 9 items for a total of 485 gross. Usually my net is about half of that. Of course, that's the most I can get. Don did 9 items for 125 and another 60 for the next show. Thank you very much. I should be back tomorrow. Same bat channel, same time, all that stuff. I listened to nothing. I was trying to fold sheets in a house full of static electricity. Yeah, actually, my wife hates that, so I have to. Anytime those things are sticking together, I have to do it. But you always do so much. So I think you have some buffer, Sherry. So that's it. If you enjoy the show, Two Dog Stigs also does a show at 4 p.m. on Sundays, where they do listing as well, and also show the back end of the listing and how they do everything. I would recommend it. So anyways, have a good night, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.